Hello and welcome to the Transfer News Podcast. I'm Archer and it's Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. We've got an absolutely packed show today, with stories flying in from all corners of the Premier League and beyond. From Manchester United's ongoing saga to some fascinating moves brewing at the bottom and top of the table. Let's dive straight in, starting with the big one at Old Trafford. Marcus Rashford may have found a route back into the Manchester United fold after what's been a turbulent period. The England forward has been on the periphery recently, but it seems there could be a way back for him under the current setup. This is fascinating given the speculation around his future just weeks ago. Staying with United, and the plot thickens around Kobbie Mainoo. Reports suggest the young midfielder actually wants to leave Manchester United, which is quite the bombshell. However, there's a twist. United could block any potential move, which shows just how highly they rate the academy graduate, despite his apparent desire for a fresh challenge. And there's more United news. They're considering bringing back James Garner, the midfielder who left for pastures new. Sometimes a return home makes sense for both parties, especially when a player knows the system. United are also plotting a move for Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo in January, though this one's complicated. Semenyo himself apparently prefers a move to Liverpool if he's going anywhere, which must sting a bit for United. To add further intrigue, there are 5 clubs currently chasing Semenyo's signature, so this could turn into quite the bidding war. Liverpool clearly lead the race in the player's mind though. United aren't done yet. They're eyeing a loan deal for Conor Gallagher, which would be an interesting short-term solution in midfield. Plus, there's news that Joshua Zirkzee's potential move to Roma has hit a deadlock, so his immediate future remains unclear. Over at Chelsea, and Enzo Maresca's side are keeping close tabs on Newcastle's Sandro Tonali. The Italian midfielder has had his ups and downs since arriving in the Premier League, but Chelsea clearly see something they like. Chelsea and Leeds are both monitoring Manchester City's James McAtee. The young midfielder needs regular football, and both clubs could offer him that platform to develop. At Liverpool, Arne's slot is set to sign defender Ordonez, bolstering his defensive options, as the Reds continue to compete on multiple fronts. Manchester City news now, and Nathan Ake has rejected a move to West Ham. The Dutch defender is happy at the Etihad, which isn't surprising given City's success. Speaking of City, they're planning to target Crystal Palace's Marc Guehi in the summer, though some reports suggest they could even move this month. Pep Guardiola clearly wants to strengthen his defensive options. Borussia Dortmund are leading the race for City's Oscar Bob, which could be a smart move for the young Norwegian to get regular game time in a top European league. Crystal Palace have more transfer news beyond Guehi. Barcelona have cooled their interest in the defender, which might actually be good news for Palace, who prefer not to lose him mid-season. Real Madrid have joined the race for Adam Wharton though, so Oliver Glasner could still face a battle to keep his midfield intact. Bournemouth, under Andoni Iraola, are eyeing a move for Johnson, looking to add more firepower to their attack. Fulham want £40 million rated striker Ricardo Pepi. Marco Silva is clearly ambitious about pushing Fulham further up the table, and Pepi could be the striker to help them achieve that. West Ham have been busy in the market. Nuno Espirito Santo's side are eyeing Wolves striker Jorgen Strand Larsen for a January move, which would be quite the coup. They're also in discussions with Callum Wilson over his future, and have set their sights on Josh Sargent as well. It's clear West Ham wants striking reinforcements. Newcastle could lose Joe Linton, with Saudi Pro League clubs targeting the Brazilian midfielder. Eddie Howe will want to keep hold of him, given his importance to the team. Bournemouth's Marcos Senesi is attracting interest from La Liga, with 2 Spanish clubs battling for his signature. Real Madrid's Rodrygo apparently wants to leave the Spanish Giants, which has sent shockwaves through European football. If he becomes available, expect a feeding frenzy. And finally, in actual completed business, Leicester have signed Janssen, adding defensive depth as they battle in the Championship. Before we wrap up, here's a quick word about our sponsor. Want to win your fantasy Premier League mini-leagues? Join Fantasy Football Hub today with 30% off using our link in the show notes. That's all for today's Transfer News podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, visit our website at transfernewspodcast.com, and don't forget to sign up for our daily newsletter at transfernewspodcast.com to get all the latest transfer news delivered straight to your inbox. I'm Archer, and I'll catch you on the next one.